Greetings from Ogden, Utah. Today is Wednesday, November 15th, 2023. It is about 5:14 p.m. Mountain Time in a very pleasant 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Another day up in the low 60s. We are near 25th Street in Ogden. We're actually on the backside though. You can see the City Club is right there. You've got Gallery 25, Great Harvest Bread Company, and then various parking lots over here. But we're going to walk around to the front portion. And it might be or will be getting dark rather soon, so we'll see how the footage looks as we transition to the evening time and the sun sets now that daylight savings time kicked in about a week or so ago. So right here is the historic 25th Street. 25th Street extends all the way up toward the mountains headed that way. And then if you were going the other direction, it extends all the way down there to Union Station. Now this area here is mainly what I think of as the historic 25th Street. This along with, I guess, the park that's over there. When they do the farmers market throughout the summertime, it kind of starts at the park over there and runs all the way down 25th to Union Station. So what I think I'll do is I'll do a walk down 25th Street, and then I will go up by the park where they're starting to set up the Christmas houses, and then we'll see if we have any time for stuff after that. Right here it says Brookie Bakes. I actually, a week or two ago, was looking up bakeries on a Sunday. I think it was a Sunday. Might have been a Saturday. I don't know. I can't remember for sure. Yeah, it was a Sunday. So I went there after eating somewhere else thinking, oh, I want to try like a baked good. And they were all closed up, meaning out of business, even though Google Maps said they were still open. So I was like, darn it. So instead, when I got my pastry, I came to Great Harvest Bread Company. They don't have a ton of pastries, but they at least had cinnamon rolls. You can see the baked goods in there, and they share a space inside with the Queen Bee, which looks like a little reading area and other cool little things. And then there's an art gallery, Gallery 25. This is the entrance to City Club. You're not getting a perspective from here, but inside they have a really cool musical theme in there. This right here is Jack and Jill's. I don't need to tell you what type of store this is based on the outside. Lingerie, novelties, adult games. And then you've got Warren's Craft Burger. So lots of eateries. And then throughout the street they usually have a couple of murals. And I've done a video on this before, but it's been a bit. Looks like a little kid with a ice cream cone that has fallen down. Here's Brewski's, one of the bars that's along 25th Street. So I have not been to this particular Italian restaurant before, but there's an Italian restaurant here. There is one further down. The name escapes me, but maybe when I pass it, I'll see it. The one I've been to down, I think it's like Rivali's. The first time I went there, they had a dish that I tried. It was like the Rivali's platter, where they gave you a taste of 3 different dishes in one, like a little bit of lasagna, a little bit of linguine, and a little bit of ravioli. Well, all of them tasted good, but still the lasagna was my favorite. So next time I went there, I just ordered a big version of the lasagna, and even though it was big sized, as soon as they gave it to me, I like scarfed it down in no time. All the cities are going to be getting ready for the Christmas season. Even though we're in mid-November, I've not really experienced a ton of snow across the country. Back in Cleveland, doesn't seem like there's been much snow. Hasn't been snow here either, which is not a complaint at all. But with my newfound driving skills, which I've mastered very well over the past month, I do not have any experience driving in the snow, so that will be something I'm definitely guarded about. I believe this is Rivali's right here. Yeah. They also have a dessert section with specialty cakes. But yeah, that's the, let's see with the menu. Tour of Rivali's. That's the one that has the sample of the lasagna. Oh, fettuccine alfredo, not linguine, and ravioli. But then lasagna is what I got last time, just the full lasagna. And they also do pizza and sandwiches on their dishes. This place to my right, it's been under construction for quite a while. I'm not sure if they're going to turn it into hotels or not hotel, like apartments, or have some storefronts, or a combination of both. I guess a combination of both, because when you look at all these buildings, everything looks like residences up above, but then, or it could be office space. Then they have the retail spaces down below. We've got Lighthouse Lounge. That must be a big spot. It says the entrance to that is 2 doors down. So right here is the actual entrance to Lighthouse. 2-Bit Street Cafe is probably more of a breakfast spot, so that's not open. And then we're getting close to the end of this street. Jewelry and loan pawn shop here. And then across the street is Union Station. Where there are about four museums inside of that Union Station. And the price to get in all of them is not too bad. I did it, I think, 2 years ago. And I did do a video on that. If you went further down that direction, you would get to the Ogden Frontrunner station. But we're just going to, let me press the walk button here, go to the other side of 25th Street. I think at the end of October, you see like the skull over there. They were celebrating the Dia de los, I don't know, I think it's like the Day of the Dead type of stuff. So maybe they had more of those on display somewhere. Here's Four Sisters Furniture and Custom Framing Shop. Got some merchandise for the holiday season. Trying to see. It's always fun seeing window displays. I know back in Cleveland around the holiday season, I love going down like Madison Avenue in Detroit and checking out the window displays. Make sure I snag a picture of that. Look at the cute little animals. And then from my recollection is there's a few coffee shop type of places over here. Looks like we've got a new place called Finagle the Bagel coming soon in that spot. This is the coffee shop. 2 coffee shops. And we're getting toward the early evening time, so people just getting off work. Oh, looks like there's a record store there called Lavender, so they must sell records. And then a little convenience store. What is this? Vintage clothing? Oh, that's interesting. They got like t-shirts that have the vintage designs on them. That'd be kind of a fun place to pop in once. Sometimes you think to yourself, like, what would be a fun date if you went in with someone? And I know I've read this online before. I haven't done it myself, but sometimes one of those things say, like, go in with a partner to a Goodwill or a shop like that and be determined to, like, pick one outfit. And that's kind of like the experience. See what you come up with. But you could do that solo too. All right, let's flip this back around. So all these places that are along 25th are all local establishments, like unique, like they're not chain stores, but you do have a Cold Stone Creamery and Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory here, so that's an actual branded store. Here's another one of the statues along 25th. I probably have passed some of them without picking them up, but it's a little person doing a wheelbarrow. This one looks like more of a fancy dining place, I imagine, just based on how the look is from the outside. Table 25 it's called. It looks like a pricey place. Hearth on 25th, lounge and pantry. So I think you get in via the second floor. This looks like a fancy spa. Or, oh no, tattoo place, my fault. So that's a fancy tattoo place. No Frills Diner. I ate breakfast here once. I actually did publish that in one of my vlogs where I was bike riding. Their hours are until like 3:30 most days, 5 o'clock on Saturday. Oh. Coming up on the right side is Lucky Slice Pizza. I did go in there once, so I have experience there. They have like a bunch of different pizza slices with different toppings. That's funny, you got the skeleton still on display from the Halloween time. I'll have to update that for Christmas. So they have a to-go counter there, but if you go around there, that's where you actually have the counter. And the artwork in there is pretty cool. Yeah, right over there, like they'll have the pizzas on display in the glass window, and you can kind of pick and choose which type of slices you want. Here's Stella's Italian Cuisine. Kind of a pricey place. And then there's also historic 25th Street. Pig and a Jelly Jar. They do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, although the outside makes it look like dinner's not quite going on today. We're still in fall season. And right at this time of day, you know, sometimes you just smell the leaves. I got like that nice leaf smell. This looks like a book and crafts type of place. Couldn't see the title. Oh, the neighborhood joint that was called. Here's Roosters, 25th Street Brewing and Eatery. They've got a little bit of a fall theme in the window. Here's one of the murals on 25th Street, Ogden, kind of representing the marathon. They often hold the Ogden marathons here. Get out and live, it says. I'm trying to think, like, I feel like there used to be more statues that I must just have overlooked. Oh, by the way, down there, so you got the mural there, but then there's a little sign there that says Santa Run 5K. So advertising a 5K run. Here's Wise Guys Comedy Club. It's like Brad Bonner, whoever that is, November 24th and 25th. You've also got Key Lewis, November 17th and 18th. Entrance on the east side of the building. Oh, so I made it sound like the entrance is over there. And then, I'm not sure what this is here, but you've got still up from Halloween time, like a marching band of Halloween characters blowing their instruments. Oh, it says it's the corporate headquarters for Roosters. So Roosters does have multiple locations, and this is their corporate headquarters. They really got the entire marching band going, all decked out. And then one of the Day of the Dead type of skulls. I wonder if this will be a permanent fixture here now. They do have a QR code at the bottom of it. Now we're approaching Grant Avenue. So coming up in a couple of weeks, the annual Ogden Christmas Village will be taking place. That's what all of these like little houses are. I went to it 2 years ago. Last year I didn't get a chance to go to it, but it's like really cool. I mean, there's the house, the little cottages or whatever go down all the way that way. In between the park, there's probably like 50 of them or more. And each one will have a very unique theme inside of it, and they'll be lit up. You can see them during the daytime or at nighttime, and there'll be a ton of people looking at them. Some of them are partially done, like, I don't know, they could be finished, but they're like not lit up yet because it's not launched. They're just preparing them. Like, you can see like a little dragon inside there. This one, see, like, there's a Christmas tree with animals. Looks like it's got like a wheelchair with puppies. Maybe it's like a dog animal rescue foundation sponsoring that one. Each of these cottages are usually sponsored by a certain place. And like I said, we will definitely do a full walkthrough when everything's live. Yes, so right now is not the time to see everything fully yet, but look at that. I think I do remember this one in the past, like all the reindeer on bicycles, and you can't even see that because of how dark it is right now. These displays, once the event launches, will all have lights inside of the display, so it'll be very clear what is being shown, and like all these lights will be on, the whole park will be lit up. This is just the preparations you're seeing, because I think it launches like right after or around Thanksgiving, which is next Thursday as of this video. The lighting is a bit better down here. So you might be able to see some of the stuff. And as I said, a lot of the places aren't finished setting up their cottages yet. It will come, and there'll be general decorations too throughout the yard. Like, see those soldier men? And that'll be, again, like the scope of it. You see that building right there? Like, the park extends beyond that building, goes around, so all the cottages will be around that too. I think it's called, is this City Park? Let's see here. Downtown Ogden, you are here. Yeah, I didn't see the label on there. Now this right here is a new piece of artwork that was installed a couple of months ago at this spot. Want to see if they have a sign talking about it. I remember reading about it online when it launched, but it escapes me the exact significance of it. But it's like a little walkthrough. You can walk inside of it, be immersed in the colors. Yes, I don't see the... Usually there's like a plaque somewhere that specifies exactly what it is. Could be nearby, but I'm not seeing it right now. I'll go ahead and grab one picture of that, and I'll have to look it up again to remember. Okay. So let's cross the street now. So we're staying on 25th, but when I get back to, I believe it's Grant Avenue, I'm going to head up the road. This is Washington I'm going off of. You know what, actually, let me stick on Washington. Give a little bit of a perspective how this street looks. If I'm not mistaken, this is the road that they were working on a new series of bus shelters, kind of like how Cleveland many years ago did the Health Line on Euclid Avenue. See these stations, like that one's in the middle of the street, but that one's on curbside across the way. The brand new bus shelters. Here's the Ogden Eccles Conference Center. It says Perry's Egyptian Theater. You can see some of the shows taking place at Perry's Egyptian Theater, or Peary's, not Perry's. Christmas Carol, November 20th to 27th. You got the Polar Express from the Tom Hanks movie, and then looks like a version of the Nutcracker. This is the first time, believe it or not, I've even seen this here. I didn't know there was a theater like this in Ogden. Yeah, this road often gets a lot of the vehicle traffic. Well, what I wanted to try to do, the reason I was coming this way is if my memory serves me correct, if I turn left up ahead, I think we'll start getting to like a little plaza that's more walkable. See what road this is called. This is Martin Luther King Jr. Street, also known as 24th Street. I don't know if I've, again, missed them, but I'm looking for where all the horses are, too, with all that cool artwork. I did a featured video on that before. Over there on that corner that I'm pointing to is a place called La Crepe OG Coffee. I went there once. They had good tasting crepe. There's also a frozen yogurt place, and I know there's a dessert place down there that sounded good on Google. I wonder if they're open now. Maybe I should run over there. You know what? Even though I just crossed, I'm gonna cross back over here. Look at this big limo. It's like a Hummer style limo. And this is the crepe place that I was talking about. I wonder, that must be where all the people from the limo went to. So they're getting good business today. Yep, they've got like a flower theme inside, covering all the walls. And here's the bakery. Sapori Italian Bakery and Cafe. Maybe I'll peek in there. They close at 6 o'clock, so 15 minutes. Oh, is it locked already? Let's see. Hi there. Alright, so I just ordered. They close in 15 minutes, but it's super nice. They were explaining all the pastries to me. This is a white chocolate croissant, and I forgot the name of this. It's like a cookie of some kind, but I'll see how they taste. And they also do crepes and dishes. This says it's a 1964 Vespa, display only, of course. Very cool scenery. Alright, just finished eating in there. Again, give them a definite shout out. The Italian Bakery and Cafe here on, I believe it was 24th Street. So for my tasting preferences, the croissant with the white chocolate on it, delicious, scrumptious. I loved it. The other thing, I forgot what they called it again, but it was, you know, in my mind when I see it, I thought cookie with sprinkles, but you know, she was clear in her explanation that it wasn't, you know, like that. It was, you know, something different, more of a local thing. So I ate it, and it wasn't bad, but it was like the type of thing that doesn't suit my particular palate. It's like I wouldn't see myself ordering that again. Let's go ahead and walk this way, kind of back toward 25th. I don't want to veer off too much since it's nighttime, and I feel like with the camera setting I have on, the footage, if I get too far away from lit streets, the footage is going to be distorted a little bit. This is kind of weird. It's like a flagpole, but someone threw a cone up there. Over there on the side of that building is a big Ogden Pioneer Days rodeo that's always in mid-July, I think. You got the Union Grill over there. Oh, looks like we've got some Christmas decorations in this window. Dirt Roads Couture. Shop small. Go ahead and grab a picture of that. Well, one thing I wanted to point out too with that Italian bakery where I was at, the people who were working there seemed like very authentic Italian, and they were so, at least the one person who waited on me was so nice in explaining, like, because I said, oh, it was my first time here, and even though they were close to closing, she was like quickly but efficiently going through each pastry item and explaining her recommendations, what she likes, and then even though I picked an item she didn't mention, she said, oh, and then she explained about that. So it was very nice. And then even after I was done eating, she said, oh, like, how did you enjoy everything? This is Little Mural Alley. It's closed right now, and I did shoot this in the daytime once, so you're not going to get a best glimpse of it in the nighttime, but it's got some cool murals down this alley. And then there should be, yeah, again, it's going to be too dark to see, but there's a really nice mural on that wall right there. So let me go ahead and cross back over. This will be kind of where I started the video. So I probably will end up wrapping things up. Again, more so because of the evening time. And the footage is going to be dark if I keep walking around. But if you enjoyed this little calm November walk down 25th Street in Ogden and a nice little surprise of the Italian bakery, feel free to hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time.